One of the most common questions I get in the comments down below these videos is whether or not people's anxiety symptoms are normal. And I always have a hard time answering these because the anxiety symptom range from person to person is just insane. There's so many different ways anxiety can manifest, and the way you experience anxiety can be completely different than the way I experience it. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at anxiety mouth symptoms. So different symptoms of anxiety that manifest in the mouth. So if you're wondering if something in your mouth feels a little weird, I mean, definitely see a doctor first, but these symptoms can be just symptoms of anxiety that you're feeling in your mouth. Let's dive in. One of the most common mouth symptoms of anxiety is dry mouth. So a lot of times when you see like comedians or any other kind of public speaker get up on stage, they often have a bottle of water up there with them. And that's not just because they might get thirsty during that hour. It's also because when we're feeling anxious, stressed, or in a high pressure situation, like when you're up on stage, you might tend to get dry mouth a little bit quicker than usual. This might also be a good time to mention, since there's a little bit of overlap here, next week I'm going to be doing a video on anxiety tongue symptoms, specifically the tongue, so make sure you check that out as well. Anxiety mouth symptom number 2 is going to be a sore throat. So a lot of times we think sore throat, we think, okay, you must be coming down with something, some kind of bacterial infection or virus, but not necessarily. That can be the case, but also stress has a similar effect on the body. When we're feeling particularly stressed out or anxious, certain parts, certain functions of ours can start to shut down a little bit, and it's our body's way of telling us, hey, we need to de-stress, take some time off, relax. If you pay attention, if you're in school, you might notice a lot of students tend to call out around finals time or right before a big test because they start to feel these symptoms, maybe a sore throat, and it's really just anxiety and stress kind of wearing their body down. Anxiety mouth symptom number 3 are going to be cold sores or canker sores. Now, this isn't a doctor diagnosis channel, so I'm not going to explain the whole difference, but there is a difference. Canker sores anybody can get. Cold sores are if you possess the virus associated with those cold sores. Not going to get too deep into that, but either one of them can be brought on by stress. So when you're more stressed out, your immune system kind of tends to deteriorate a little bit, not function as well, and this can make these cold sores or canker sores pop up a little bit more frequently. Symptom number 4 is burning mouth syndrome. So this is a burning sensation in the mouth. It could be the tongue, the cheeks, just the general mouth area. But if you're feeling anxious or stressed for a while, this can absolutely be a symptom of that anxiety. Anxiety mouth symptom number 5 is bruxism, which is just another word for grinding your teeth. A lot of people do this in their sleep unconsciously, although you can also unconsciously do it while awake, just kind of clamping down and grinding. This can cause all kinds of jaw pain and other issues. So if you feel a lot of tension in your neck, around your jaw, tooth pain, jaw pain, this can all be due to anxiety. Maybe you're not realizing that you're biting down, creating this bruxism, grinding of the teeth, especially if you're doing this in your sleep. I do have another video out to help with like a pre-sleep anxiety stress relief ritual that really helps me get a good night's sleep. So I recommend checking that out if you haven't already, because maybe it'll help with your teeth grinding. I don't know. Anxiety mouth symptom number 6 is TMJ. You probably heard this before. Temporomandibular joint disorder. That's the whole term there. This actually is something my cousin experiences, which is interesting because he also tends to be a little bit anxious. And some people it's due to anxiety, some people it's due to another underlying physiological reason. But if it is due to anxiety, you can fix it without surgery. This can also be caused by bruxism over a long period of time. If you're grinding your teeth or clamping or your jaw's just not quite connecting quite right, it can cause lockjaw and other kinds of tightness and pain. Again, another thing to talk to your doctor about, but if it is caused by anxiety, massaging, applying heat, and some little remedies like that can help. Anxiety symptom number 7 is lichen planus, which is a condition that can cause swelling, itching, irritation, and sores anywhere on the skin, including the mouth. Now, on the skin, men and women are equally likely to get this, but for in the mouth, women are actually twice as likely than men to get this. And this can be due to anxiety or stress. So something to check out with your doctor if you're having any kind of weird skin condition or think you might have lichen planus in your mouth. Talk to your doctor about that and see how you can treat it. And the last anxiety mouth symptom we're gonna be talking about today is hypersalivation, or basically just when our mouth is super watery and wet with spit. Strange enough, this can be a symptom of anxiety and something to look out for if you were wondering why you got so much spit in your mouth. And that's all I got for you guys today on anxiety mouth symptoms. But next week, I'm gonna put out another video on anxiety tongue symptoms. So if I didn't hit your symptom on the head today. Stay tuned, subscribe, watch that next video, or check the comments below, see maybe someone else is talking about whatever weird thing you're feeling. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time.